Hi, welcome to the Rittner Floral School in Boston, Mass. I'm Dr. Steve Rittner, and it's a pleasure to welcome you into one of our classrooms today. The time of the year is fall, and of course we greet all of the fall holidays, and we have coming up very, very soon Halloween. And we thought that you might enjoy a brief demonstration of doing a Halloween design. Now, Halloween has, of course, all kinds of amazing symbolism and things that we can play with. We can play with all kinds of containers that have potions in them and stuff that are associated with the holiday. We can play with the concept of witches and with witches' feet and shoes and so forth. We have so many neat things available to us. Skeletons, bats, black cats. There are so many wonderful, wonderful symbolisms associated with the holiday. We're going to play with one in this particular case. We're going to take the concept of the jack-o'-lantern, and we have a container. It's a tin container, and we've got a little liner in it and some foam in it. Gets across the idea of the jack-o'-lantern. And we're going to do a holiday design in this container, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. We're going to play with an interesting combination of materials in today's design. We're going to be using some of the amazing materials from Resendiz Bros farm in California. So we're going to be using some of our proteas in this design, and I think you're going to find it'll give a very different look to our holiday type designing by working with some of these materials. They work very, very well. They look nice as far as the particular holiday season. And I think you guys will really enjoy the interpretation that we are going to give you. We're going to start with our protea, and I'm going to take some, place one on one side, one on the other. Let's place a protea facing towards us. And let's work another protea over here. The neat thing about these materials is they are big, they're showy, they help us come up with a cool effect, and they certainly work well in terms of the seasonality. So we've got 4 of our protea, and already you can see we've got something that's going to be very, very special on this design. Let's go with a larger protea here, and I'm going to take a big one and poke it in right over here, and then let's work with a banksia and work a banksia in. I think you can see, my viewer, why we love these materials, because they work very, very well, and also color-wise, they fit the season so nicely as well. So let's work a banksia into the design. And you can see one reason we love these materials is they're big, they're showy, they give us a really, really cool effect, and they are really fun and easy to work with. Let's also play with some other materials from Resendiz. We have some of our leucadendron. These are really, really cool. And they come in different varieties and different sizes. So let's play with a few of these as well. And I'm going to work maybe a leucadendron right over here. And let's work another leucadendron right over here. And notice how that's filling in very, very nicely in terms of our design. If you think about it, we could stop at this point if we wanted to. But wait, there's more. Let's play with this just a little bit more, because we can do some additional really cool things here. The nice thing about the materials, these leucadendrons and proteas, is that there are many different varieties of them, and they also combine well with other stuff. So let's add a sunflower here, because that is also a very, very neat flower, and it gives a cool effect. And let's put another bit of our sunflower into this design as well. What I'm going to do before I place my sunflower is I'm going to take what I have left of the banksia that I just put into the design, and I'm going to place this out here so it kind of extends it out. And we're going to make this design into something that's going to be a little more asymmetric. In other words, let's take it and extend the interest of our design right out here onto the side. And you can see that with a sunflower shooting out onto the side, that's going to give us added interest. Now we also have some amazing pin cushions. Let's play with some pin cushions, also from Resendiz, and we're going to work a few of our pin cushions into the arrangement as well. Let's work one here and another one over here. They give a very, very pretty effect to our design, and notice that this design is coming together so nicely with these materials. These are things that we would consider to be really non-traditional as far as adding for the holiday for Halloween, but I think that they work so well and they give us a really, really cool effect in terms of some of our Halloween designing. Notice how this is coming together so nicely, my viewer, very, very nicely with the addition of these materials. Once again, I could stop at this point, but let's play with it just a little bit more. I do happen to have some of our mini gerbs around, and the nice thing again about these materials is that they combine so well with other materials, with other flowers. So we're going to work a little mini gerbera right up here, and we can also perhaps sneak one in right over here, in here, and we can also maybe get in just another one of our sunflowers and place another sunflower right in here. And you'll notice, my viewer, how this thing very, very quickly is coming together so nicely. And I want to add one more little thing to it. We have a few of our little safflowers, which are kind of cool. So I'm going to sneak a safflower or two in here, just to give interest, contrast in terms of color, in terms of form. So we're going to sneak a couple of safflowers into our mix. Well, what do you think, my viewer? Pretty cool, huh? We can also take a little bit of our Spanish moss and work a little bit of moss in here to give kind of a really kind of neat effect. And this design, as is, holds up very, very nicely. In other words, this design stands by itself, but we could combine it with other symbols of the holiday. For example, we could accompany our design with our little witch, or we could accompany it with the witch's shoe over on one side. There are ways that we can mix materials together. I think that what I'm going to do is to take a little skeletal friend and have our little skeletal friend admire the flowers and sniff the flowers for this amazing holiday. Well, what do you think, my viewer? Quick, easy, and fun. Quick, easy, and fun is the Rittner Floral School way, because at Rittner's Floral School we believe that teaching and learning floral designing should be a joy, should be fun, and the ultimate compliment that I get from my students is, hey, Dr. Steve, it's school, but it doesn't feel like school. It feels like fun. And that's the whole idea behind it. So using some of these amazing materials from Resendiz, mixing them with some everyday materials, and then maybe adding our little friend here, we've got a very, very unique Halloween display. On behalf of all of us here at Rittner's Floral School, I am Dr. Steve Rittner. It was a pleasure welcoming you into our classroom today, and we hope you enjoyed this brief How to Do It video. Thank you.